today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. It fights him off. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
They'll run on 1st down. Mitchell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second and 3. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Second and 2. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mitchell again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge, who worked his way in for the sack. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Tyler Newsome now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he is going to have a 49ers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range down just shy of the 20. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure. They got him again. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw, and that's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Second and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers have moved down in front. Good after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. second down now. Akers, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return. Here's the defense for Los Angeles as they head out to set up shop. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swing, slant.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 6. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A gain of 6 there on first. Now back to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And across the chalk into the end zone is a 49er touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
The point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's caught by OBJ, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Shakes off the sag. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Beckham. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! LA football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams trying to get going again. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And all that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Throwing on first down. Foster. He'll dump this off to Akers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Foster looking to throw on second down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the 49ers, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far.
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jackson.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 17 carries, 101 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
They're going to look to throw. Quick completion to Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, here's Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Back to throw here. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. That will bring up fourth down and an 11-yard loss to boot. Seibert's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Fournette, a first down carry. pushing through the contact. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 25 carries, 95 yards.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. A give to Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another 1st down as well. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. He'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Fournette, a first down, still going. And finally taken down at the 34. A big gain there for the Bills. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
On play action, Allen. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. His fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
2nd and 5. Incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And that is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. On first down, Allen over the middle, complete. It's Davis. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 31, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Allen going to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds here. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left half, pass. You'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, back to Fournette. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. To throw, it's Allen. And Davis has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? On play action, Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Matches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on third down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Take it at the 37. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Well, the Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Gregory Rousseau able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Don't do us like that.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Past the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. He targets Ingram for another grab. 3 yards the gain there, second down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5 from the 8. He'll look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Seibert's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end. Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone. So here are the Bills to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 61 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, Singletary. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw. Pass complete to Robinson. And down he'll go at the 25. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Quick hitter here, it's complete. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. This is Robinson, and he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and they will get another first down here up near midfield. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew,